Hey guys, Lazy here. I don't normally make videos on YouTube, but I've been seeing a whole load of questions about how to play Evolution on Rune. So I thought I'd put something simple together. If you like the video and want any more, just let me know in the comments or on Telegram and I'll take a look. So Evolution is in beta, so no doubt a lot of these numbers will change over time. But when it's stable, I'll make a more up-to-date video. So this is the Evolution main page. There's a lot of information on here. I do suggest you read through, but I'm going to take you straight into the action. So as we can see, I'm not connected into any account, and as it says, you can play, but you won't receive rewards. So I'm going to select the European server. As you can see, with both European and North American servers are both up, but I'm in the UK. So I'll click there. Okay, so we just spawned in. Let's start by making sense of the UI. So we have loads of information here. So that's us centered in the middle of the screen, level 1 Dragonling. We're fast, but can get eaten by anyone bigger. So at the bottom of the screen, we have our evolution bar. We are halfway to the next evolution, Whelp. So on the bottom right, we can see which mode we're in, and as well as some extra information about that mode. So this one is aptly named Bird's Eye because we are zoomed out further than usual. Points information will always been shown below it. So for this mode, we can see that eating another dragon is worth 20 points. Evolving, which requires you to fill your bar with sprites, gives 1 point. Each sprite power up you eat will give you another point. And each item you pick up will be worth 5, as well as actually getting the rune for yourself. And lastly, each orb you pick up, which are dropped a few seconds after a death, is worth 1 point plus however many points that person lost when they died. This can be a really big catch-up mechanic. If you eat someone that has a lot of points, their orb will be worth more. So under this, we can see the current item. This shows if there is an item available on the map, and if so, what it is and how much of it there is. We can see there is nothing there right now, but every 10 seconds there's another one spawning. On the top left is the scoreboard. So we can see the total time left in the round. I joined with 33 seconds left, so I'm probably not going to win this one. And a round is 300 seconds. So the reward for winning is 0.16 Zod, and the more people that are in the game, the higher the reward's going to be. So we can see who you're signed in as. Now, I chose not to make an account because I just wanted to show you what it's like as a guest account with not putting any money into it. But because I'm a guest account, guest 791 in this case, I'm not going to be getting any of the rewards it looks like I'm getting. So my ping to the server is very good. It's 52. That's pretty decent. It's because I'm in England and it's a European server. So when we then we can see a list of the players ranked by the number of points they have, but also giving some additional information about the players. So we can see their name, their kills, their deaths, the number of times they've evolved, the number of items they've picked up, and the number of sprites they've picked up as well. This shows obviously their overall ping, their overall points, and their ping as well. Then on the top right we have the minimap. It can be super useful to see where your opponents actually are, so you can either avoid them or cut them off. And it actually shows where the items are appearing as well, so you want to keep a close eye on that. So I've spawned with an invincibility shield on me, that blue circle. I'm collecting some sprites and I evolve. I'm going to evolve into a dragonling to a whelp, then devolve at the wrong time and get eaten by another whelp. I'm going to skip ahead to the end of this round, as we can see that the winner appears in the middle of the screen and the scoreboard resets. What we also see in the bottom right is the mode is changed from Bird's Eye to Let's Be Friends. This is definitely one of the most counterintuitive modes. We actually lose points. You lose a lot of points for eating other players. Because of this mechanic, the meta is generally to find the most advantageous time to purposely get eaten by another player so that they lose points. In order to get points yourself, though, you still need to eat sprites, but eating too many sprites can make you evolve, and therefore make you more vulnerable to lower evolution players doing the same to you. So yeah, it's a little complicated, but a couple of tries and you'll get your head around it. This is the beginning of a new round, and I'm just collecting sprites. I can see briefly I'm in the lead, and with that I get a shiny glow that everyone can see, even on the minimap, and this can make you a bit of a target. Now I'm going to skip a little bit ahead, and we can see that player 1 is actually ramming into me. And by doing so, although it says nice kill, I've actually just lost 200 points, and that further secures their lead. Now, even further in the game, I noticed that if the top player loses 200 points, and that's from eating another dragon, then I'll be in the lead. So I stay out of the way while my evolved meter drops and I become a dragonling again. And while I'm hanging around, luckily a 0.05 Zod drop spawns. This is about 60 cents right now, so I snag that quickly. Now that I'm a Dragonling, I go on the hunt for the player in first place. I find him, make sure I'm in a lower evolution than him, and charge in. As we can see when I respawn, I'm glowing and in first place. So skipping to the end of the round, players trying to surround me, but I've already won. So on the winning screen, we can see round winner guest 791. Here's where I remember I didn't make a character yet. So instead of getting $3 worth of rune in that 5 minutes, I got nothing. Oops. Creating a character only costs about $25 of rune, and it's even cheaper with a referral link. So as you can see, it shouldn't take too long to make the cost of the character back and then be in profit. So back on the main evolution page, we can see that I have no rewards on the right hand side. So let's run through making a character quickly. So first I'm going to paste my referral link into the URL box so I can get my discount. If you'd like to use mine, that would help me out, but you can also use someone else's. You will get the same discount. This will take me to the main page. From here I can click Open App, then set up a main character. As you can see, there is a 0.15 rune fee to make a character. Click Buy Rune to pop up a handy window where you can buy it. Confirm in window, and then confirm in MetaMask, and wait for it to go through. I'm going to speed up a few of these steps because BSC can be a bit temperamental. So once it's gone through, it will say Purchase Complete. You may need to refresh the page in order to be able to select the character. Characters only differ in what items you can equip. And because this will change dramatically over time, I suggest you select what you like the most. I'm going to select an Amazon. So similar steps here, I'm going to skip through the approval, confirming on MetaMask, confirming in window, and then confirming on MetaMask again. Okay, now we can click next step. This is where we select the guild. Now there's only one guild available to me, so I'm going to click it. Now for the most important part, choosing a name. Well, it's an Amazon, so I'm going to name her Jeff Bezos. Again, we approve and confirm. And when that's all done, profile complete. This will take you to your new profile page, which shows your name at the top, your guild, and some achievements you have on the bottom. Now when we go back to the evolution page, it says you are signed in, and then as your character name. This means that when you play a game, you will get all the rewards, and it will show in the top right where it says your rewards. And now you're ready to play some games.